Hey guys, Shane Boykin here with Sentinel Secure Transport. I was going to do a quick little video with you to turn around and talk about stress. You know, as anybody knows, and anyone who has ever had stress knows that it can hit you at any given time. Now, as far as being out here on the road and as far as a driver point of view, stress is in a everyday view for a driver. We have to deal with the knuckleheads that are out here on the road cutting us off, the people that are in front of us, the cars, the people that just don't understand how important it is to really stay away from a big truck. You know, the safety space in front of us, we have to think about that on a daily basis. It takes 6 seconds for a tractor trailer to come to a complete stop. 6 seconds. That's a lot of stress to think about. Average following distance for somebody is about 2 seconds. So when you see that big gap in front of us, we're worried about who's going to fill it next, who's going to fill it in, and are we going to be able to stop if something happens. Now that's just the stress that starts our day, that as we go through. But a truck driver is out here working 70 hours plus a week. We have a 70, a 14, an 11, and an 8-hour clock. 70-hour work week, 14-hour day, 11 hours driving a day, and 8 hours before we have to take a 30-minute break. I know, makes no sense to you. But yes, the ones who understand will know exactly what we're talking about. But stress in your life can carry over to your job. And in trucking, we have to be vigilant at all times. We're not just a steering wheel holder. We're going down the road with 80,000 pounds most of the time. It takes a split second for us to make a fatal mistake. Not a mistake, a fatal mistake. Now, some of these mistakes we can correct. Some of them may be able to be fixed. But most, if we're getting into a major situation, it's going to be fatal. It's either going to be fatal for the driver or it's going to be fatal for the occupants of whoever we're, getting into an accident with. Now, with that said, that's why it's so important to know how to deal with stress while you're on the road. Stress is a distraction. So therefore, you have to be able to have an outlet. You have to be able to deal with your stress. You have to be able to get that stress out of you. And it's hard. You got stress from family, you got stress from friends, you got bills, you got whatever. Every day is stress. But you can't let your stress take over. As I've told a friend for years and years and years, do you. And that's just what you got to do. You have to do you. You have to find your way to deal with your stress. Now, with me, one of my ways of dealing with stress is my fur baby there. She turns around and she keeps my stress level down. If it wasn't for her, I'd be out here cussing a lot more people out here on the road. I'm hoping to turn around and let drivers know. People think that we have a fabulous lifestyle. We get to see so much. We get to see so much scenery, so much stuff. But they're absolutely right. We do get to see a lot of stuff. We really do. But it's at 65 miles an hour. Half the time we can't even get a picture of it. It's a snapshot in our skull, and that is all that we have of it. But we do get to see a lot of scenery. Now, as far as stress goes, it's always going to be there. No matter how or what you do in life, stress will still pop its weary little head back up. But you have to deal with it. But you have to deal with it in a constructive way. You have to be able to alleviate it or just say, it's not worth stressing over. Ain't nothing I can do about it. But I've told a friend of mine for years, do you. And what does that mean? It means do what makes you happy. Do what is best for you. I have kids, but at the end of the day, if I don't do right by myself, I can't do right by my kids. So therefore, again, you have to do you. So when you're looking to deal with stress, you're looking to deal with that, find your outlet. Whether it's books, whether it's models, whether it's cars, whatever you're trying to do, whatever projects you want to do while you're on the road, find a way to do it. If it's working out, if it's, find that stress relief. But again, I just wanted to say, guys, know that you can get through it. Do you. Make sure that you come first with what you're doing to keep your stress level down. If stress is getting overwhelming, take your time off and make sure you're able to get reset out here. Drivers work way too long and hard, and people don't even understand how many hours we work a week. Nobody even understands how much goes into it. But again, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you like it, you share it, all those good things. Still new to it, but I've still got a lot more videos that are going to come out that are basically going to give drivers information and things to learn from, and some basic, truck driving tips and tricks that you can only learn from being on the road. But again, guys, thank you, and hope to see you again.